दिल्ली दिलवालों का शहर है, ये बात आपने सुनी तो होगी, लेकिन आज हम इसे महसूस भी करेंगे क्योंकि आज है हमारा दिल्ली स्पेशल एपिसोड ऑफ शान फूड्स प्रेजेंट्स सर्व।
Discover the secrets of ancient ingredients, the exquisite culinary journey. Different cultures, different cuisines, one show. Shan Foods presents Serve.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Shan Foods Presents Served. This is your host Ronan Mala, and I welcome each one of you to this exciting episode today. Yes, it is an exciting episode because we are exploring the cuisine from the capital city of India, Delhi. And why is Delhi so popular? Let's find out.
Italy है मेरे यार, बस इश्क मोहब्बत प्यार।
बस्ती है मस्तानों की दिल्ली, दिल्ली गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली, सेक्स। बस्ती है मस्तानों की दिल्ली, दिल्ली गली है दीवानों की दिल्ली, सेक्स।
Imagine l'écart d'un paysage qui te submerge, pas à pas tu pénètres dans cette atmosphère. Belle quintessence qui t'aspire, toi tu regardes ce qui t'inspire.
Delhi has been the city that bridges two different worlds, old Delhi and the super aspirational Delhi of today.
बाला कस के गले लगाता है धड़कन की धूम सुनाता है।
The capital of India has become the capital of its collective ambition in fashion, business, government, and more.
ये शहर नहीं महफिल है, ये शहर नहीं महफिल है। ये शहर नहीं महफिल है। ये दिल्ली है मेरे यार, बस इश्क मोहब्बत प्यार।
It is said that the Pandavas of Mahabharata had their capital at Indraprastha, which is believed to have been geographically located in today's Delhi.
गाली देता है कभी गाली में प्यार भी होता है, अपनी आँखों का तारा भी यहाँ प्यार में बिल्कुल खोता है।
Well, it's time now to discover the real flavors of Delhi, and to help us with that, we have the man who needs no introduction, the real food connoisseur, Mr. Sikandar Sultan. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Sultan, please share your thoughts on this exotic cuisine of Delhi. What's it all about?
Now, Delhi is the seat of the kings, the Mughals, and their influence on the cuisine has been tremendous. They were the patrons of culinary chefs from all over the world. Especially since they were Muslims, they concentrated on patronizing meat-based cookings.
So that's quite insightful. Okay, so when we talk about Delhi and Chandni Chowk for that matter, and as you may all know, it's like world famous, and the street food in Chandni Chowk, tell us something more about that. What's it all about?
That is the only place where it has not turned into a fusion food. And you still have authentic places where you can still have aloo chaat and pani puri, and you can go have dahi bada, dahi balle or whatever you want to call it, and so many authentic recipes which are carried on from generations after generations, which are going from breast to breast of young people to older people. They are secret, preserved, and you can still find them authentic. For instance, if you go to Chandni Chowk, the place is humming in the evenings, and you have all the places to try different variety of food which is still authentic from years and years, from centuries, I would say.
Okay, that's brilliant. So when we talk about the cuisine of Delhi, it takes us to this era of the Tughlaqs and the Mughals. So tell us something more about that. Is the food in Delhi, is there a Muslim influence in the food?
Very much. It is greatly influenced. In fact, that is the beauty of it. You see, these kings, they came from Persia into Afghanistan, and they were warriors. They had armies with them, and they were food lovers, strong, eating a lot of meat, Muslim. So they patronized the chefs from, say, Meerut, who introduced to the Mughal cuisine the barbecue stuff that you eat today. It's mostly from Meerut. And similarly, as you know, that the seat was previously in Lucknow, the Mughal seat, and it was transferred to Delhi. So most of the Awadh cooking that you see was refined in Delhi through the chefs which were brought from that area. And they concentrate, because these were meat eaters, the Mughals, they patronized dishes. In fact, they rewarded people if they made dishes, like mutanjam or kebabs or biryanis, and they would enjoy having food. So it's totally, I think, from a Hindu background, the vegetarian eaters, until the time period when the Mughals married the Indian women, I think they were predominantly having mostly meat-based Muslim kind of food. And today, if you even go today in the Chandni Chowk area, you will find that influence still there.
So authentically, what are the dishes that one would find in a typical Delhi meal?
I would say that the korma, that is korma is a process in which the meat is boiled in yogurt. That is saying you do korma. Okay, that has been invented in the Mughal era, and that is the hallmark of Mughal cuisine. The other would be the barbecue, like chicken tikka. You have also biryani, the layered meat that you have, very fragrant, very vibrant. A dish in itself, also a Mughal invention, a patronage.
Well, now when we talk about the weather in Delhi, as we all know, the Delhi experiences extreme weather, and sometimes it's very cold and sometimes it's very hot in the summers. So how does that influence the food over there?
Having more hotter spices produce perspiration, and perspiration, the air would lift it off and person would get cold or cool off rather. So eating hot food has originated because of the season, the hot season. And of course, in the winters, these Mughals were having a lot of yakhni, shorba, having a lot of food which was like brewed and stewed in liquids. So definitely, the seasons have played a great part all over India.
And so this was all the information about Delhi cuisine that we have in our today's segment. So thank you so much for your valuable time, and it was such a pleasure speaking to you.
My pleasure, sir. I'm always there for you, whatever I can contribute.
Thank you so much. Well, now it's time to move on to your second segment, which is From the Chef's Kitchen. We are going to have a chance to go to the Ballimaran Delhi kitchen and learn an authentic Delhi recipe. What's it all about? Find out after the break. Only on Shan Foods Presents Served.
Shan Foods presents Served. Shan Foods presents Served.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Shan Foods Presents Served with me, Rohan Manmala. And now it's time for your favorite segment, which is From the Chef's Kitchen. Well, now it's time to get into the kitchens of Ballimaran Delhi and learn an authentic Delhi recipe. What is that recipe all about? Let's find out. So we are right now in this amazing restaurant Ballimaran Delhi, and we are learning today a special recipe. And to teach us the Delhi special recipe, I have a special person with me. Welcome to our show, Chef Sabir. कैसे हैं आप? ठीक है. So Chef Sabir is going to show us an authentic Delhi recipe. So let me just quickly ask him, आज क्या बनाने वाले हैं?
आज नहारी बनाएंगे.
Delhi special nihari, an amazing nihari recipe all set for you. So let me just quickly ask you, इसमें हम लोग ingredients क्या-क्या डालेंगे?
सबसे पहले प्याज पड़ेगी.
Okay, onions.
उसके बाद मटन पड़ेगा.
Mutton. How much of mutton have you taken? कितना लिया?
ये आधा किलो लिया.
Okay, half kilo mutton. Half.
उसके बाद में मिर्च पाउडर
Okay, red chili powder,
जी, धनिया,
coriander powder.
मिक्स मसाले हैं।
Okay.
ये सौंफ है, सौंठ है।
So this is a mixture made out of fennel seeds and other spices.
जी। ये जावित्री है।
Javitri is your mace.
ये नमक है।
Okay, salt to taste.
ये लौंग है।
Cloves.
ये काली मिर्च है।
Okay, black pepper.
ये स्टार फूल है।
Okay,
बेसन,
that's a gram flour.
ठीक है।
Okay,
ये जीरा है।
right. Cumin seeds.
ये पिसा हुआ मसाला है।
Okay, so this is the
लहसुन,
mixture.
अदरक, धनिया, सफ़ेद छोटी इलायची है।
Right.
ये हरी मिर्च और अदरक है।
So these are our amazing ingredients that we are going to be using in Delhi special nihari. So Chef Sabir and I, we are ready. So let's just move on to the kitchen and see what is the first step for Delhi nihari. So in goes some oil. And the onions. And now we add our lamb in it. So, Chef, हमको इसको कितनी देर तक पकाना है?
15-20 मिनट।
Okay. So we're going to be stir frying the mutton for 15-20 minutes. So in goes some garlic and ginger paste.
और इसके बाद पड़ेगी मिर्च पाउडर।
So chef, इसको कितनी देर तक हम लोग पकाएंगे?
इसको 15-20 मिनट भुना जाएगा। फिर 1 घंटे बाद इसको भुनाई करी जाएगी। उसके करने के बाद ना फिर 2 घंटे से दम पे लगाया जाएगा।
Okay, brilliant. So we're gonna be stir frying this for now for 15-20 minutes है ना? लेकिन इसको इतनी देर तक क्यों पका रहे हैं?
ये बोटी जो है इसकी मुलायम हो जाएगी, गल जाएगी।
So the whole idea of stir frying this meat is that we want the mutton to be tender. So the more you cook, the more flavor it leaves.
हाथ से टूट जाएगा, चम्मच से कट जाएगा।
So now it's time to add some nihari special masala.
ये मिक्स मसाला ना दो।
And then go some salt as per your taste. And this is your fennel seed powder. So we have to stir fry it for another 1 hour right now, and after that, once the meat will absorb all the spices, and then we're going to add some water in it. And now it's been 1 hour, and it's time for the gram flour paste to go in. Basically, हमने इसमें बेसन क्यों डाला है?
बेसन इसलिए डाला है कि इसके अंदर वाप पैदा हो, गाढ़ापन आता है।
We are adding gram flour paste in order to make the gravy thicker and richer.
ये लीजिए सर, दम लग गया। ये 2 घंटे तक पकती रहेगी।
So our nihari will be on dum for the next 2 hours, and after that our dish will be ready. So now we're done with 2 hours of waiting, and finally our Delhi nihari seems to be ready. So let's have a look at how it looks now.
Shan Foods presents Serve. Shan Foods presents Serve.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Shan Foods Presents Served with me, Rohan Vanmala, and now it's time for your favorite segment, which is Lunch and Us. Well, today it's time to share this authentic Delhi cuisine with somebody who has never tasted it. Who is that person? Let's find out.
Our guest for today is Sandy Van Rooyen. She comes from the exotic African city Bulawayo in Zimbabwe. Sandy is passionate about food, culture, and children, and she currently works as a school teacher in Zimbabwe.
And we are right now with our special guest for today, the very beautiful Sandy Van Rooyen. Welcome to our show, Sandy.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
A little bit of trivia to people that Sandy comes all the way from Zimbabwe. So thank you so much for coming on our show today.
It's a pleasure.
Well, I would like to know something more about the Zimbabwean culture. Tell us something more about that.
Zimbabwe has a lot of different cultures, lots of Indian people, lots of Africans. Well, that's the main people of Zimbabwe. There's a lot of Europeans. It's a big mixture of people.
Well, Zimbabwe is in the southern part of Africa. So tell us something more about the cuisine over there. What do people eat?
They eat a staple diet called sadza, made out of mealie meal. It's like soft porridge. That's the staple diet. That's the average Zimbabwe.
Sadza.
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 Yeah.
Well, we just did a Maharashtra special episode and we had something called as sanza,
Sanza.
which is like it's like a porridge made out of semolina.
Oh,
So see
similar.
how similar these cultures are. That's beautiful. And talking about Indian culture, tell us something more about. Have you ever had the chance to try out Indian cuisine before?
Yes, I have in Zimbabwe, which is Zimbabwe made with all the different influences from all over.
So what cuisine did you try out? What food?
Like butter chicken, tandoori, chicken tikka, raita, things like that.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So that's more of North Indian.
Yeah.
Okay, so would like to know that since you are a teacher, tell us something more about that. Like how difficult it is handling young children since you're not since you teach like really young children. So how difficult is that?
It's very interesting because I teach 3-year-olds up to 5-year-old, and as you know, children are a handful. But with teaching, you somehow learn to manage them because it comes with a career.
So Sandy, would like to know from you, how excited are you about Delhi cuisine today?
I'm very excited and interested to taste.
Okay, Sandy is very excited and interested in Delhi cuisine. So let's just give her a glimpse of what she's going to taste today.
It's very nice, spicy, tasty.
Well, it's time now for Sandy to try out this amazing Delhi special nihari which we made for her today. So let's see what is her view on that. So now after this exquisite Delhi treat, let me just quickly ask Sandy, what do you think about today's food?
Very tasty, very nice, and I loved it.
She loved it. So let me ask her the final question. Would you be trying out Delhi food again?
Most definitely.
Most definitely, she says. So it's a pleasure having you on our show today. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And if you want to try out this exquisite Delhi cuisine, all you need to do is answer this simple question and win.
SMS your name-spaced answer to 6565 and win 2 meal vouchers courtesy Bali Maran Delhi restaurant in Dubai.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this amazing Delhi special episode today. It's time now to pack our bags and to move on to a brand new culinary destination next week. Stay tuned with all the latest updates on this show on our Facebook and Twitter pages. So until we meet again, this is your host Ronan Mala saying goodbye and namaste.